name is Andrew Fennessy, a student and member of SMU Centennial class. Today, we're going to talk about cybersecurity, an important issue in society, and our SMU campus. Now, most of you are probably thinking, what is cybersecurity and why do I care? Cybersecurity is important because it affects every business and person on the planet. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what cybersecurity is. If you've paid attention to the headlines this year, you know that cyber attacks are happening, with increasing sophistication and frequency. This is no longer a small issue affecting a select group of in-the-know IT people. Cybersecurity has reached a tipping point where everyone from CEOs to consumers are taking notice. In fact, in today's world, it is no longer a question of will I be hacked, but rather a question of when and how severe it will be. Analysts estimate that 90% of businesses have experienced a breach. Many just don't know it yet. In the case of Target, it took several months for them to determine they even had a problem. In 2013, 253 companies reported a significant breach, up 62% from 2012. From these breaches, 552 million identities were stolen. The important number on this chart is the economic impact. It is estimated that the impact on our global economy was $400 to $575 billion in 2013. Big money. This means higher prices for U.S. consumers. It has become so concerning that the United States considers cybersecurity a matter of self-defense. To quote President Obama, "The cyber threat to our nation is one of the most serious economic and national security challenges we face." The topic of cybersecurity is now center stage of global politics, with world leaders demanding new policies as they work to protect their businesses and government secrets. Attackers are just getting smarter. They are more successful than ever in breaking in. It is also getting hard for corporate IT teams to protect their companies. In the old days, they just worried about the servers in their data centers and the company's issued desktop computers. Today's world, employees are bringing smartphones and tablets to work, and the number of devices on the network is growing exponentially. More devices equals more risk. This trend will only get worse, as we are now entering a time called the Internet of Things, or the Internet of Everything. Everything with our personal and work lives is connected to the Internet. Our refrigerators, our thermostats, our cars, our pacemakers. Again, more devices equals more risk. The last point is, thanks to social media like Facebook and Twitter, attackers are getting smarter about employees within their targeted companies. More knowledge equals more risk. So who are these attackers or bad guys? 20 years ago, Hollywood helped us believe that all hackers were 16-year-old kids hacking into computers for fun. Today, the bad guys are much scarier. It's nation-states like China, Russia, Syria stealing national secrets from other countries. For example, the Syrian Electronic Army, the SEA, is an organized group of cybercriminals who execute politically motivated attacks. They have known targets in both the financial and energy industries. Though the Syrian government lays no claim to the organization, it has openly praised their efforts. Countries leveraging attacks of nation-state organizations, such as the SEA, are engaging in a new form of warfare, cyber warfare, that can only be executed remotely with a more widespread impact using fewer resources. In the case of Target, 40 million credit card numbers were stolen, many of which were then sold on the black market for up to $25 each. These two charts show malware and email examples. Malware, short for malicious software, can be used to disrupt legitimate applications, steal sensitive data, or gain access to a network server or application. The tactics that these bad guys are using is also becoming very complex, but some old tactics are still most common. Last year, 10 trillion emails were sent. Only 20% were legitimate. The rest was spam. Some of these emails carried malware, or what is malicious software, into a company's infrastructure designed to produce a crack into that network for hackers to eventually exploit to get in. There are 200 million pieces of malware out there, and these are growing every day. A lot is going on with cybersecurity. The global industry is expected to exceed $156 billion in the next 5 years. For active investors, it is a great investment opportunity. So, hopefully this gives you a better understanding of the cybersecurity industry. For additional information and safety tips on how to be a smart Mustang on campus, please refer to my additional videos, where I interviewed Dr. Tyler Moore, Director of Economics and Social Sciences at the Darwin-Deason Institute of Cybersecurity, here at SMU. Thank you.